I've been talking about all of this and I didn't. Sorry about that. I realized that the YouTube wasn't streaming. Well, I better do this whole thing again then. So here's the, oh dear, that sucks a bit. Espresso gave a short signal in the FTSE at 61, and and the DAX gave an espresso short signal at 82. This is here. And I have been not showing the YouTube stream. I'm really sorry about that. That is a bit stupid. I'm very sorry. Feel like a bit of a pillock now. Silly sausage. So the FTSE has printed a first bar negative, which means I want to be a buyer below. May want to sell short above. Not 100% sure yet. So let's go through the espresso technique again. Here's the DAX before the open. It has a low at 97. Subtract the desired amount of points. Sort of playing around with those, but 15 seems to be the current sweet spot. That means that you're short at sorry, 98 minus 15 gives you 83. And that would have triggered a short right there. Market did go as low as 47. In the FTSE espresso, it has a low of 67. They are much more at peace with the 6-point trigger. That means a short at 62. Market did go as low as 55. That's actually disappointing. When it triggers, it tends to go and give you at least 8 or 9 points. It didn't this morning. As I said, this is a strategy that you kind of want to have embedded in your own tool arsenal. And I have, while I may trade it for myself, it's not something that I think lends itself so well to YouTube on account of you have to be really quick. Here's a 30-minute chart of the DAX, and here's a daily chart. So the daily chart shows a double top within a very tight trading range. What I think is worth remembering is that you have got a you've got a 72-week cycle setting up on the week of the 9th of December is the peak of the 72-week cycle, but you got to give it plus or minus. But here, right here, it's very clear how the DAX went down and traded below the low of last night. Went about 10 points lower and now trading back into the range. So bulls are stepping in below this area. And the same could be said for the FTSE, although it's much more vague which low you're actually gonna try and measure against. So I think that sums it up well. You have to understand that today is the last trading day ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. What I love to do is I love to just show you, say, the DAX index on the last day. So let me just look something up here. So Thanksgiving last year was on Thursday, the 23rd of November. So I'd love to show you the DAX on the 23rd of November last year. So for that, I got a charting package that takes care of that. Takes a little while to get there. Bit of a manual process. Almost there. So here we go. Oh, so if we find the DAX on the 23rd of November, so what I've just bracketed here, this is the DAX on the Thursday. I'm not saying that there isn't a trend, but my God, there's a lot of overlap. If you look at the day before, that's this area here. You got a lower open, big rally, big return, big rally, 50% retracement, new high, back down. So on the whole, do the opposite of being a breakout trader, essentially. That's what I love about a historical database. If you want one more sample, we can go to Thanksgiving 2022. It was on the 24th of November 2022. So I'll just scroll over there. Unfortunately, easy, and there's probably an easier way of doing this, but I'm using what's called their legacy package, and it's for dinosaurs like me. So here we go, nearly there. So it was trading at 14,000 2 years ago. Here we go, any moment now. There we go. There's the DAX. All right, so Thanksgiving in the DAX in 2022 was on the, hang on, Thursday the 20th. Sorry, I'm getting this wrong. Let me remove that. There we go. So here's the DAX on the Thanksgiving Thursday in 2022. Actually a pretty decent move. Big push up. That's the kind of thing you want to trade. Break of the third 10 minute. And then Friday, so just sideways. And the day before, which is what we're trading here. Well, it's not like you. It seems very much. You think it's going to go down, buy it. You think it's going to go up, sell it. So there you have it. There is just I like doing things like this. It sort of gives me an idea of how traders in previous years have handled a holiday. I kind of think it's fun to And it does serve a purpose as well. I gotta admit that there's a practical element to it. It's like, well, how would I have traded that? Is there anything I need to be mindful of? It's also the reason why I'm not trading Thursday and Friday. Just that is also in part inspired by, it's a good excuse. I have just been on the road for 14 days traveling around Europe and Asia, and I'm quite happy just to go, phew, just have a little bit of me time, you know, eat some good food, try and get my hips sorted, which is, if you know of and I'm not talking about a run-of-the-mill chiropractor here, but I'm talking about someone who has got real deep insight into fixing hips, then hey, give me a shout. I pay top dollar. All right. Let's stand by for a long position in the FTSE. Stand by on the FTSE, please. I'd like to be a buyer here below 63. If I get it. Market went 64. Now the reason why I'm looking for a long in the FTSE is you will notice that the DAX is declining, but the FTSE is holding. Whenever you see the FTSE holding and the DAX is declining, the odds are good that the FTSE will move higher. Then it's just a question of trying to, say, finagle your entry to something that you can support. Stand by. Buying the FTSE here. So long the FTSE below prior bar low. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Long FTSE below prior bar low. Move that stop loss up as quickly as I can, obviously. Probably don't even need a 15-point stop loss. So I developed this software that makes it really, really easy to move stops. I'm just going to put the stop loss here. Stop loss at 60. That software, by the way, you are more than welcome to have free of charge. It's a wonderful little piece of kit. I'm just going to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. I had tea coming out of my nose. Sorry about that. Okay. And so a trade like this one in the FTSE, it's highly discretionary and based on intermarket relations. It's not one of those trades where I want to risk an enormous amount of points. It's not a statistically really strong setup. And I stopped out. So I lost 1.5 points. It's hardly the end of the world. DAX, on the other hand, is so aggressive school run really set up very well. While I was looking at the FTSE. FTSE may set up the first bar negative buy below 55. We'll see. So that's quite an interesting setup here, because we're testing the lows here. I could be tempted to be a buyer in the DAX, so please stand by. I'm buying the DAX here. It's currently trading at hang on, let me just post that. So I just bought the DAX down here at this low here. Hopefully that'll hold. Stand by in the FTSE, please. buying the FTSE here. Not a great fill. Let's go back to the DAX. I'm just going to close for half my DAX here, closing half DAX. I'm taking my profit in the FTSE. Gonna move my stop loss to break even in the DAX. So just to be clear, I took a quick 6 points in the FTSE. I bought my fill was actually not great. The low was 54 and sorry, the old low was 55.3, so I should be buying at 54.3, but I actually bought at 55, so no big deal. Market pushed higher off that first bar negative low. I took my 6 points, £1,800, and I just counteracted that 1 point loss that I had previously. I decided not to look a gift horse in the mouth in the DAX because it was somewhat contrary, and the market did go quite a lot against me. And I just took 15 quick points. I've now been stopped out for 0 on the remainder. So let that be it. That was a quick succession of trades. I made 14.6 points in the DAX on the half and 0 on the other. So school run will have triggered now. Short below 205, long above 280. Sorry, that was just a link from a HIP program. Just waiting. patience is needed. If you want my signal software, it's really easy to get. You just need to contact me and I'll send you to the right place. There you go. Just saying. Okay. It's quiet. Stand by in the FTSE for a short position. Short in the FTSE here at 64.5. And I'm closing. Closed. +2. Right. I feel like I'm scalping singles here. That was a sell short on close bull bar. whenever you have, if look at, someone just asked, can you elaborate what you just did? Okay, let's go to yesterday, okay? Because I think, let me just get rid of this. There we go. When you look at the FTSE on, say, a 10-minute chart, and you have really strong bull closes like this, like this one here, you very frequently get a move in the opposite direction. So I don't know if you noticed this, but the moment I clicked sell was 2 seconds before that 10-minute bar closed. Same here, very strong. In this case, it actually didn't, just marginally. Very strong, but it trades back into the range. Very strong, but it trades back into the range. Very strong, doesn't. And that's why you have to have a stop loss. Let's take this one here. Very strong push, strong close, but it trades back into it. So the point, what I am attempting to tell you is that with the FTSE, there's always, not always, wrong word, highly frequently overlap bars. Strong down, overlap. Strong up, overlap. Strong up, overlap. Yeah. So when I'm not sat with you, and I can be bothered because it's a bit of a patience game, there's many points to be made on this overlap. Yeah, you see it? Strong down, overlap. Strong up, overlap. Folks, I think I'm calling it. I had my fill. There's a short setting up now in the DAX momentarily. Has to trade down to 204, but then that's a short. Stop loss is chunky, about 40 points. But I'm happy to leave it at this. I'm back for the US session. That will be my last trading session for the week. I look forward to that. Actually looking forward to just stepping away for a bit. Hope that this was some use to you. So let's see. Status today was lost 1.5 points in the FTSE. Made 8 points in the DAX. Made 6 points in the FTSE and made another 2 points in the FTSE. So what's that? Anyway, whatever it is, it was not bad. Have a lovely rest of the morning if you are continuing to trade. I'm quite happy to just step aside. I think the market is already in holiday mode. But we did actually make some money today. So that's nice. Take care. Stay strong. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.